Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Wednesday, September 25th, 2024. Did you do the crossword?
I did do the crossword.
And was it a wonderful Wednesday?
It was a breeze.
Was it?
Yeah, I did do it rather quickly.
Oh.
For a Wednesday, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It took me forever.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Because I had a mistake.
Oh.
And as usual with these kinds of mistakes, there was something that I thought was right was wrong. It wasn't just like a typo. Guess where the problem lay?
Ooh. Was it with that? Was there like a Snorri? Was it in that Snorri?
No.
area?
It 22 across. Let me tell you again.
Icelandic poet Sturluson.
Right, Icelandic poet Sturluson, and the answer was Snorri.
Right.
And I thought that was an amusing name, but I did get it fairly quickly.
Well, that's good. Was it 24 down?
24 down.
Haitian unit of currency, a gourde.
A gourd?
Gourd.
I got gourd, so to speak, without too much difficulty.
Okay.
Because I got 32 across, the Stars and Stripes Forever composer Sousa.
That's
so
right.
I had the U.
Okay.
And then the 29 across Spirit of a Culture Ethos.
That's right.
So I had the OU there. And so I was able to sort of finesse it.
Okay. Well, where was it then?
It was at 20 across. That was Acqui, across the Pyrenees.
Yes.
And it's spelled A-Q-U, what appears to be an I with an accent on top of it, across the Pyrenees.
It's EC.
Well, I had starting with IC, and 3 down, which ran into that, was AIDS researcher who was Times 1996 Man of the Year, and I should know this but did not. And so I decided it looked like it was going to be Dave. I decided that Acqui was water and maybe frozen water. So the answer should be ice, which meant that 3 down, the AIDS researcher was Dave DeHoe. And I thought maybe D was his middle initial. So Dave D. Ho.
No.
But it was David Ho.
Yes.
And Acqui must mean here because in French, ici means here.
That's correct. Yes.
So that was a surprise to me.
Oh, okay.
But
well, I could see how you could make that error.
Right. Oh, good. I feel better about it. But it took me a very long time to find it.
It involved 2 foreign languages. So
David? I don't know if that's a foreign language.
EC. And
I see. Yes. Right.
Spanish and French.
Right. And involved a researcher who I did not know. Right. My sincere apologies to David Ho. Times 1996 Man of the Year. Boy, that's pretty impressive.
Yes.
I wonder how many other Men of the Year before they became Person of the Year. I don't know. Probably lots.
Oh, no doubt. Me too.
Could be a whole new contest. And sort of in addition to Triplet Tuesday, we'll have Time Person of the Year who you don't know.
Maybe we could work that as a theme to a crossword.
Yeah, we could just...
Person of the Year from 1942.
Right. Well, they already got 1996 here, so we'll have to skip that year. But... So there was a theme here.
There was a theme, and it was kind of complicated, but not really. I mean, it was sort of different for a theme. The entire sides of all 4 sides of the puzzle were shaded in gray, and the actual spoiler or revealer clue was 30 across, and that was life size or a hint to this puzzle's theme. And the answer there was full scale. And then you also had a couple of other clues that kind of went along with that. 36 across, phone numbers or a hint to this puzzle's theme, and that was ringtones. And then we also had 45 across, marginalia, or a hint to this puzzle's theme, and that was side notes. And if you looked around the grade squares that circled the puzzle, all of the words were made up of the names in the scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
I think you should sing that.
No.
Okay.
So you have the full scale. For example, 1 across was update as a kitchen, which was redo or re and do. And then the next one, 5 across, was it might be L-shaped, and that was sofa or so and fa.
Sofa.
And then 9 across, Scotty in the White House in the 1940s, and that was fala or fa and la. You had the word mire, which was me and ray.
That was 19 down, being swampy ground.
Right. 49 down was Texas City on the Rio Grande, Laredo. So there you had 3, la, ray, and do. 67 across was a bird in Alice in Wonderland, which was dodo. So you had do and do. 45 down was a fair, which was so-so. And then 65 across was peeved, which was sore or so and ray. And then finally 66 across, soup served before sushi, say, was miso or me and so.
Mm-hmm.
So within, all of those words, you had, as 30 across said, the full scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Yes.
I sang it. But you also had them ringing. Their tones that were ringing the puzzle. So you had, as 36 across said, ringtones, or because you could say, well, they're on all 4 sides and they're notes in the scale. You have side notes.
Yes.
So,
boy, I hadn't thought about ringtones.
Yeah.
That was an interesting perspective on that.
Mm-hmm. So that was the theme of the puzzle.
Yes.
Very unique.
Yep.
I haven't seen one like this.
Pretty amazing that they could find all of those words and make it fit.
Right. That they all had names of the notes in the scale in an octave. So very good. And this was done by Peter Gordon, whose name we have seen many times before, I believe.
Yes, this is his 129th crossword since 1989. So he knows a little something about making crosswords.
Right. Well, this was really unique. So kudos to Peter there. Nice job.
Yep. He generally does, his most popular crossword has been Monday. He's done 45 Mondays, 29 Tuesdays, 17 Wednesdays. He's done every day of the week. He's done just one Saturday. But it looks like Monday and Tuesday are his preferred days, I guess. But
Well, very good.
yes.
So, and there were some other really good clues in here, I thought.
I like 9 across. The Scotty in the White House in the 1940s, and the answer was fala.
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 Yes, that was President Roosevelt's dog.
Right.
Franklin Roosevelt.
Turns out that it was short for Murray the Outlaw of Fala Hill, a famous Scottish ancestor of FDR's.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
I just think that's an interesting name. Hello, I'm Murray the Outlaw of Fala Hill. I don't know if you'd want to introduce yourself as such, especially if there were like police present.
Yes.
And then F also ran into 9 down, fanfare, fair spelled F-A-R-E, and it's 2 words, turned out to be francs.
Yes.
That was pretty amusing.
Yes.
And there was a gimme for me, 1, 14 across, operating system developed at Bell Labs, Unix.
You knew that.
Yes, I knew that. It's
Very
like,
good.
finally, I know something.
I like 21 across. Stock quote, moo.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
Yes.
I got the answer and then tried to figure out why that was the answer. And we also had 21 down, a character we haven't seen in a while. Golden Ball winner at the 2022 FIFA World Cup was Messi.
That's right. We haven't seen him for a while.
No, he's back. 33 down was whichever. And I thought it was going to be anyone.
Oh.
But it turned out to be any old.
Any old, yes.
I was sort of surprised by that.
Any old thing.
Because I had 51 across, bright-eyed, and it was looking like it was going to be alert, but I felt pretty strongly about anyone, and so I had inert.
That would be whoever, anyone, like a person.
Yeah, but any old. I mean, that just sounds like
Any old thing.
like there's something hanging in that answer. Any old what? So, did you know 50 across, the Midwest SK, short for school, was 65,000 plus students, OSU?
I believe that is The Ohio State University.
Oh, it's Ohio? I thought it was Oklahoma.
Oh, no, I think it's Ohio. That's a very, very large campus. I don't know how big Oklahoma is, but I know Ohio State's huge.
Yeah, see, if this is the university with 65,000 plus students.
That is a big campus.
Yes.
Wow.
Wonder how many of them are computer science.
I don't know.
But let's see. I like 52 across. Coffee house lure. Aroma.
That's right.
I just thought I could actually smell the coffee as I was answering that clue.
No
Not
kidding.
quite sure how I did it. And okay, another gimme. Tool with a bubble. Level.
Yes, that was a gimme for me too. So it took me a bit for 42 across. Many a foreign ESL teacher, and that's an expat. So
Yeah, I had the X in it, I think from X-Lax, 38 down.
right.
Which was sort of a tricky clue. Senecot alternative. I gather that's some sort of a medicine.
Some kind of a laxative.
Right. And so X-Lax is the alternative. So I had that X, and it was like with EX, well, it had to be expat, pretty much.
Right. That makes sense. So,
48 down, dance counterpart of the whip was nene.
that's right.
And I did, the typical in-depth research that our listeners expect of us.
Oh, yeah.
And I found a video called Salento, and it's titled, I think Salento might be the artist, and it's Watch Me Whip Nene. And I think they're referring to two different kinds of dances, although as I'm watching the video, I can't tell when they're doing the whip and when they're doing the nene. So
I don't think I could help you with that.
but it has been viewed 1.9 billion times.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a pretty good video.
I guess it must be.
Yeah. So we'll post a note to it, or post a link to it. Hopefully it isn't. I mean, it is on YouTube, so it can't be that bad.
Oh,
in terms of in terms of community. No, in terms of community content. Maybe there's something hidden that would be considered offensive. I don't know. It looked pretty good to me though.
Okay.
Just a bunch of people having fun dancing in a gym, doing either the whip or the nene, and again leaving it as an open question: which one is which?
That's right. Okay.
Let's see. We can't omit 56 down. Gas station that may feature a Tim Hortons drive-through.
Oh, yes.
Esso.
Yes. My favorite.
Yeah. Listeners, you should know that in Canada, every second building is a Tim Hortons.
That's right.
And every third gas station is an Esso, probably.
These Canadians, they like their muffins and Timbit, which are donut holes,
Timbits.
but they call them Timbits.
Right. Let's see. 62 across, Greek music halls was Odia.
That's right.
Did you get that right away?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
I knew that from prior crosswords.
I thought I thought Odeon, and that's where I was going from. And I thought, well, I've only got 4 letters, so I'll just wrap it up early with Odia. Actually, it was originally ODO for a millisecond, but then...
Right.
Let's see, bowl feature was a tier. I found that very difficult. But managed to get it in the end.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, I think that is it for the crossword.
Okay.
We do have a couple of pieces of listener mail.
Oh.
Let's see. We'll do this in order of reception. This is from James, and the subject is Sunday 9/22 crossword. Hi, longtime listener, first-time emailer. Great. Thank you, James, for doing that, for being a longtime listener and being an emailer. Really enjoy the podcast. It's the perfect, relaxing thing to listen to as I drive to work every morning. Just as long as you don't fall asleep and drive into a ditch. We'll try yelling occasionally just to keep you awake.
Maybe you could have more witty banter.
More witty banter, yes. All right. I just sort of like occasional random blasts of music videos about whip and nene. All right, here we go. Really enjoyed the podcast. Yes, really enjoyed the podcast. It's the perfect relaxing thing to listen to as I drive to work every morning. 2 things that I think you'll probably get a bunch of emails about. But the first is that, okay, I'm ready for this now. Andy Dufresne's last name is pronounced like Dufresne. He spells it out And I second Gene's motion that Mike should watch the movie. It is very good. You know, I confess, I started watching the trailer and I thought, that's pretty good. But, and it did have, as you say, Morgan Freeman in it.
Yep.
So it had to be good. That's sort of a guarantee. His baby pictures were probably, you know, Emmy ready or something. Also, NWA does stand for something, but it's probably best that Gene didn't say it on the podcast. Thanks for the podcast, James.
Thank you, James.
Yes, thank you so much for that, for clarifying the pronunciation and alerting us to the fact that we should never say what NWA stands for.
Right.
And
so, yes, we did get a couple pieces of mail about that. We read one yesterday.
Yes.
So,
and let's see, one other email from Aaron. And Aaron writes about sampled beat, spelled B-E-E-T. And we were pondering that because that was the clue.
The clue was, sampled a beat,
right,
spelled B-E-E-T.
And the answer was 8, A-T-E.
Right.
As in, you know, you sampled the beat, but wasn't quite sure about it. But Aaron goes on to say, it's a play on sampling beats, spelled B-E-A-T-S,
right,
which is a music industry term.
So a little pun there.
Yes.
So
right.
So now we know. Thank you, Aaron.
Now we're all up to date. I think we understand all the clues and answers we've been looking at for the last couple of days. A reminder that our Triplet Tuesday contest is on now. We already have some entrants, and one entrant per day, per person. I guess it better be one entrant per day, per person.
Per person.
Yes, one entrant per person. And so we're getting the sorting hat ready, so we'll be able to pick out one at random, unless we have one who has the fewest number of clues.
We'll figure out who had the fewest number, and if there's a tie, then we'll get out the sorting hat and draw a winner.
Right. And so again, if you want to participate, listen to yesterday's podcast, and then go ahead and send us the number of clues it took you to get the answers, and you can send that to crosswordpodcast at icloud.com.
Yes, we're going on the honor system here, so be honest with your.
We have very honorable listeners.
Yes, we do.
So, all right. Well, that is it for today. Then remember, again, you can always reach us at crosswordpodcast@icloud.com or click on the fan mail link in the show notes.
Right.
And we will be back again with our in-depth, cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.